Hey guys, welcome back. If anyone listens to Madam Joyce's podcast, I always find it hard not to start these videos off by rapping, but I'm going to try not to do that. That's her thing. Anyways, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be doing a really exciting video. I'm going to be talking about shoe wear, future collaborations that have already happened, what we've been seeing on the runways, what I think we're going to still be wearing from last year, because we are, say it with me, sustainable queens. Obviously, don't go and throw your shoes away and buy new shoes for this. I'm going to be covering many shoes, and I probably only have 5 of these shoes, so please don't be like feeling a type of way about your shoes after watching this video. So I'm going to start off firstly by talking about retro footwear, and under this I definitely think like more classic shoes are going to be making much more of a comeback. Let's start with the first one, kickers. So obviously we know all these older shoes and trends or whatever are making a comeback. I don't know if I do consider them timeless, but I definitely don't consider them like super trendy. But with like boat shoes and things kind of being seen more, I would not be surprised if kickers start to make a comeback. Maybe things like heeled kickers. I don't even know if that's a thing, but I could so imagine seeing that. Also, we've got bowling trainers, again kind of like similar category, like ugly looking clown shoes, but again, wouldn't be surprised if we see those. I want to talk about clogs as well, because I started to see these honestly about 2 years ago. I remember I sat at a wine bar and this lady walked past me in clogs, and I think that's the first time I've ever seen clogs, but I was in awe. Literally there and then ordered myself like 3 pairs off of Vinted, which now I think I'm selling. I don't know if I've sold them or not, so go check my Depop, but honestly couldn't walk in them. Like, I love the idea of them, but guys, if you know anything about clogs, you know you won't be able to walk in them, period. We've already started to see like open toe clogs as well, and the ones I got was from that brand Scholl, something like that. I don't know how you say it, but I think these are really flattering, and honestly the open toe ones especially, timeless. Okay, next one I want to talk about, someone commented on one of my videos about Roman gladiator sandals. Now this was not at the top of my list honestly, but with like the ugly granddad sandals kind of coming back, I really wouldn't be surprised if we begin to see this as well. But not my prediction, but honestly, like, nothing surprises me. So while I was doing some research for this video, I was on Vogue's article on their website about shoe wear predictions and stuff like that, and there was a bit and it was really interesting, and it was saying like fashion this season is more focused towards the bottom of our outfits, like more about our shoe wear and our tights and our like what's down below rather than like what's up top, which I just found that interesting. So shoe wear this year is probably going to be big talk. So firstly, it would be criminal of me not to mention the Melissa Y Project mules. They're not like massive, but defo since I would say like end of summer last year we have seen these shoes here and there. I won't be buying. They remind me of like plastic shoes that you used to wear when you were little, but honestly that is so the vibe. I'm so here for it, love. And going back to the Vogue article, let's talk about one of their predictions. Now I actually hadn't thought of this until I read it, but I thought it would be good to include it. So they predicted like open toe heels. You've got the Louis Vuitton picture that they put on there, and it was like one toe out. I'm obsessed with these shoes, like in love with them so much. And you've also got the Victoria Beckham long matrix looking heeled black boots, but with the toes out. Honestly, I'm absolutely here for it. I reckon this is gonna, over the next year or so, like we're definitely gonna see this on the runway. I mean, we already have. I think the reason why I love this so much is because it feels so 2010s and it feels so old. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I've ever seen people wearing like open toe boot heels. So I do think it's like a new way of footwear, so all here for it. Okay, next one is, honestly, I haven't seen anyone said this yet, but loafer heels. I think they're kind of odd. I don't know if I'm exactly here for them, but I can just see them making a comeback, being that loafers and all of this sort of look is back now, but it's just something a bit more different, maybe something more high fashion. But I remember seeing a photo of Taylor Swift in these Reformation heeled loafers, and yeah, it's giving like 2010s, like officey, so I defo won't be wearing them, but I honestly 100% think we're going to be seeing these on the runway as well. Now, we've heard of ballet flats, but tell me this, have we heard of ballet flat heels? Because I haven't, but I'm all here for it. It kind of goes against everything that ballet flats are made for. What's that thing, like wrong shoe theory? But this isn't only wrong shoe theory, this is like wrong, like you shouldn't be doing it shoe theory. Like a ballet flat is not made to be anything but a ballet flat. Do you know what I'm saying? And again, on that Vogue article, I saw these ones by Simone Rocha and can't get this photo out of my head. And also there's like Gucci loafers, I think, as well, like chunky heeled loafers, very cool. Okay, next one on my list, heeled trainers. If you're a Pinterest girl, you've definitely seen them around already, but it's not like an everyday wear thing. I think they're probably quite impractical to walk in or to wear. But I've got some that kind of look like heeled trainers that I brought maybe, oh yeah, I brought like a year ago now, and I really like the look of that. So honestly, if I saw some, I would buy. Just by default, I have to mention kitten heels, like slingbacks, studded kitten heels, and there's these ones by Tony Bianco. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's the Tony Bianco mules, and more specifically the ones in butterscotch and chocolate brown. Absolutely obsessed with them. I love like the grommet details. I love the shape of the shoe, so flattering, and I do think we're going to be seeing these shoes more in particular a lot more. By the way, guys, don't come for me for my accents, okay? I'm a British girl. I'm not trying to pronounce anything correctly over here, okay? But it's a Maison Margiela tabbies. Now, I wanted to actually mention these shoes I saw Kim Kardashian wearing a few years back. It's a Christian Louboutin for Maison Margiela tabbies, like collab or something like that. Absolutely obsessed with them, and she doesn't strike me like the type of person to be wearing them, but I love that for her. Honestly, I've always loved tabby shoes. I think my love for tabbies probably started when I got given these socks from a family friend, and they were frogs, like frog socks, but they're like gloves, so each toe had like a separate thing. Literally rinsed them, loved how they look. So honestly, I'm waiting for a shoe where you can put your 5 toes into it instead of just the 2 sections. But yeah, now obviously we've all heard of the Onitsuka Tigers, but I wanted to talk about something that you maybe haven't heard about, and that is the Mexico 66 Sabot 16.6K shoes or trainers. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I'm obsessed with this, like the woven, like everything about it I just love. Like I love a clog, I love Onitsuka, I love woven, airy, light material. Honestly, these shoes, perfection. Now again, something that we're going to be seeing a lot this year as well as last year and maybe even next year is Mary Jane's. My favourite ones is the Prima Mary Jane's block heels with like the 2 buckles and the little, hey, a fan favourite, and I actually first saw these on Pinterest. I didn't know they were Paloma Wall. They're stunning. Obviously, people are saying silver, metallic silver is trending. I don't know where you guys have been, but this has been trending probably for about like 2 years now. So yeah, I prefer like more of a crushed silver than like a really smooth silver, and I think I like these shoes even though I am kind of a little bit bored of the silver, but because these look more like crushed and textured, I really like those. And they kind of remind me of a mouse, how they look, really sweet and cute, and I like how it doesn't lace up your leg and it like laces over your foot instead. Very cool. Now obviously we've seen this around for ages. It's like the studded ballet flats, more specifically the really pointy ones with the little wrap thing that goes around your leg. And I can't remember if I mentioned in the last video, but I don't really like how these shoes look. Kind of ugly. I've seen them a million times. I just think you can find more of a unique pair if you're looking for ones. I've got these, actually they're from H&M, but I got these little black ones that I rinsed last year and I love them so much. You know what, I'm actually all here for a pointy shoe, but something about these really throw me off and give me scary, it's not really the vibe I'm going for. But if you have them, keep wearing them. Now talking of these Onitsuka woven flats that I mentioned earlier, obviously we're going to be seeing like netted, I reckon like netting a lot more in fashion and especially in shoes. I don't know if there's a specific name, but when I've like looked for it, anything that says about these shoes, it says they're called Chinese slippers. Honestly, they're on Amazon for like £10 or whatever, something like that. They're really pretty. I've seen all the girls wearing them. I've been this close to buying some, so I probably will be buying them, but maybe I'm gonna wait till summer. The way I can see myself wearing them probably is like with tracksuit bottoms, more of like a contrast rather than like a little dress and these little shoes, you know what I mean? Now some really fun shoes that I wanted to talk about, because I don't want these all to be like you've heard of them, and I will butcher the name. I can't, my reading's not great, so I don't even know if I'm gonna read this right, but it's a Boccaccio 2 MJ pink satin trainers shoes. I love these so much. Obviously it's kind of like a spin-off on like this whole ballet core we saw last year, but more of an obnoxious version. They remind me of Balenciaga's a little bit, like the ones that we were, I don't know anything about Balenciaga's shoes, but you know what I'm talking about. And also their pink Boccaccio 2 Aura bows. I really don't know if I said those right, but I just wanted to include some fun shoes. I hope to see these around. I hope I do, they're really fun. So that's all for part 1, guys. I'm going to be coming out with a video real soon. In the next video I'm going to be covering boots, innovative shoes, trainers, what else? A few more things, but I wanted to just break this into 2 so that I didn't overwhelm you guys with like hundreds of different shoes. I just wanted to really talk about shoes that I'm seeing around and things that I think you guys will find interesting as well. So make sure you let me know what you guys think of these shoes. Have I gotten this right, or do you guys think you've been seeing some of these around already? Give me a like, follow me on my socials, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.